Okay, as of this morning, I've tracked my sleep for 408 nights, over a year. All right, and I learned a couple things, and they all come down to some mistakes that I've made. So the first mistake is 8 hours is not always 8 hours. So people will think that, oh, I'm gonna go to bed at 10 o'clock, wake up at 6, that's 8 hours of sleep. Bro, you do not fall asleep in zero point 0.1 milliseconds as soon as your head hits the pillow, and then it's perfect quality sleep exactly till 6. Never wake up, never have to go to the bathroom, and you're just sleeping perfectly. Not does not work like that. All right, and unless you do that, then what you actually need to do is allocate more time in bed. So when people say 10 to 6 or 10 p.m. to 6 p.m. or a.m., it's like, yeah, you got 8 hours of in bed time, which is not the same as asleep, you know? So pretty much basic terms of it is everyone, the average is like 80% sleep efficiency. So that means like if you're in bed for 10 hours, then you'll probably get like 8 hours of sleep. And that's like good. So you might even have less. You might have like 60, which sucks, but you got to improve your sleep, pal. Um, you need, so that means, like, I'm not saying lay in your bed for like after you wake up, lay in your bed because it gives you more in bed time. Obviously, it doesn't make this is not any sense, but like, pretty much you got to allocate more time in bed. So try to just start with 30 minutes, wake up 30 minutes later. If you can't, go to bed 30 minutes earlier. And this is why I recommend tracking it, because like then you can actually see. I use an app called Sleep Cycle. I'll try to like put a picture on. I don't know if it's paid or not. I don't know. I didn't pay for it, but do that, or use like your Apple Watch or something, and just track it just to see how much sleep you're actually getting, and you'll be surprised that you're probably getting like 5.5 hours, and then that's why you're tired every day. And ever since I started like actually tracking it and managing it, what gets measured gets managed. Um, once I started doing that, I actually saw my numbers go up, and I have like consistently like 95% quality or 100 sometimes, and it's like, okay, dope. I mean, that doesn't mean like you sleep perfectly for the whole night. It just like means, okay, you're pretty good. um, second mistake is I get like 6 hours of sleep, or I don't know, I go to bed at 2 a.m., wake up at 6, I get 4 hours of sleep, and I'm not even that tired. And it's like, chances are your body has just gotten used to it. Our bodies get used to, it's like the same reason why if you wake up early for a long period of time, it starts getting used to waking up early. It's just, if your body gets used to having less sleep, it'll just kind of mask over it. And like, the effects of having of sleep deprivation are still there. It's just you won't feel as tired because your body got used to it. So the majority of people, as a general rule, just need more sleep. Like, you shouldn't be going to bed at 12 o'clock. And the chances are, like, you don't even need to. Like, you're just probably on your phone. Like, if you're working on something actually important, or like you or I don't know, you got some social event, then fair enough. But like, most of the time, people need more sleep. Um, I was originally sleeping like 11 to 6, and so that means like in bed. So I would go to bed at 11 p.m. and wake up at 6 for school. But then I found out about all this and like how important sleep is for literally everything. Like, anything you want to do better in, if you get better sleep, you'll do better in like everything. Like, think of anything and it will apply to that rule. Um, so I went from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. So that's 2 extra hours of in bed time. And actually, recently I've been going 8:30 to 5:30 because I just feel better. It's like lines up with circadian rhythm better or whatever. And you might be thinking, but I don't have time to increase the hours in bed. So good, then you have another option, which is increasing the quality, right? Um, because if you have 10 hours of really shit sleep, you start at 6 in the morning and you go to bed till, I don't know, fucking 4 p.m., you know, like, then it's not going to be the best quality because not all sleep's the same. But if you increase the quality of a 6 hour time in bed, it'll be better than that because you'll just, the quality is better. I'm not saying, I don't know what's better, quality over quantity, but I'd imagine you want both, obviously. I think quality is a little more important though. So here's a couple ways you can increase the quality of your sleep. Don't drink a ton before you go to bed because you got to go pee a lot. I mean, I'm not saying don't drink at all because water is really important, but don't drink like a whole shit ton, like a gallon before you go to bed, in the hour before you go to bed, or you could do, there's another option, you do drink their normal amount, but you could do Kegel exercises, which makes you piss less, but kind of weird, but that works too. Limit the food, ideally 3 to 4 hours before you go to bed, but if you can't, but you'll still see like the benefits like of like 1 to 2 hours. So if you can't not eat for 4 hours before you go to bed, try like a 1 or 2, so try to have like so if you go to bed at 8, or let's say 10 just to be safe, let's say if you go to bed at 10, ideally you stop eating at 6, which it seems like a long time, but like you shouldn't even be hungry. Like just eat a lot before, and you can have it, and then you'll wake up and you'll be hungry, and then there you go, you deserve some breakfast. Make your room as dark as possible. I mean, everyone, I mean, I feel like that's everyone does that pretty well already. So if not, turn off your night lights, close your windows, turn off some electronics, I guess, that might glow or whatever, have like a light or something, put some tape over it. In the morning, a lot of people like Andrew Huberman have been talking about this. Go get sun just in your eyes in the morning as fast as possible as soon as you wake up. And pretty much what it does, it releases cortisol, or I think that's the right thing, but it releases a chemical that pretty much starts a timer to when you go to bed next. So if you don't do it, it'll offset the timer, make it harder and later for you to go to bed, which sucks, because no one likes just laying in bed wanting to go to bed and just sitting there not being able to fall asleep. So get sunlight, pretty much. Oh, it's cloudy out. If it's daytime, if you can see outside, there's sunlight. All right, and so just get out there for like 3 minutes every day for the rest of your life, and it'll like just impact, like it'll help so much. And this doesn't work through like sunglasses or a windshield. So if you're commuting to work and you just like look at the sun through your windshield, then it's like, don't do that. It won't work as well. Just stick your head out of the window or something. Don't obviously don't look directly in the sun. Don't be stupid, but just kind of be outside. I mean, that's a good rule anyway. Just be outside. Turn off the blue light in the early mornings and late nights, and you can just go on your phone, turn on that night filter. I have it always on because I don't know, I'm just used to it now. But turn it on black and white, or in the morning schedule it to not show all the blue light, just so your eyes can kind of not be filled with, I don't know what the chemical is, but kind of stimulated or strained or whatever with that light. Now, pretty much that's how you can improve the quality. But here's like another way, like, if you, it's good quality sleep, but you can't fall asleep that fast. Like, it takes you an hour or something to fall asleep every night. And that's like a lot of wasted time in bed that could go to actually sleeping, And this works for some people. I have a couple of things that you could do. If you read a book and that makes you sleepy, do that before bed. Preferably, it's gonna sound weird, read a fictional book, like one that's not like about improving your life or like motivation or anything like that. Just read some like, I don't know, just some, I don't know, like a biography of someone, or like some informative thing about lizards or some shit. Just how you're reading it, because just the act of reading will get you sleepy. And you just read it before bed, read it in your bed, and then just toss it, right? As soon as you're about to fall asleep, just like put it, your eyes are like kind of struggling to stay awake, just put it on the floor, or put it on the rest of your nightstand or whatever on your bed, and just put it down and you know, fall asleep. um, this is probably one of the biggest things to fall asleep faster. Do you actually like do enough work in the day to earn the sleep at night? Like, if you're sitting around all day, laying down the entire day watching TV, like, of course you're not going to be tired. You've been resting the entire day. So if you're exhausted from the day, you're super productive. You worked really hard in the gym or something. You went on a run. You ate well. You talked to a bunch of people. Then you're gonna go to sleep well because you're satisfied with the day, so you won't be thinking like, dude, what did I just wasted that whole day? And second, you'll actually earn the sleep and your body will be tired, so laying down will actually feel like such a blessing and what's it called? Laying down will feel like a treat, you know? Like I said, no food. If you have less food right before, then you'll fall asleep faster because your body isn't digesting, and generally your body takes like 8 hours to digest like some food, so you can't not eat 8 hours before bed. You're going like 16 or 18 hours without eating. But if you go 4 hours, pretty good benefits right there. This is another big thing. A lot of people can't fall asleep as fast because they're planning in their head like what they're going to do the next day, you know, and they're just thinking about like, oh, I'm going to do this, or I should have said that in an argument or something, or I'm going to do all this in this I don't know, I'm going to wake up this time or whatever. If you just simply write out like on a sticky note or some app or something, just a really shitty like kind of not timetable, but like, all right, I'm going to do this, like as soon as I wake up, I'm going to take a shower, do my morning routine, eat breakfast, go to school, you know, I'm going to do this assignment or whatever. It'll kind of just ease your mind to not think about what you're going to have to do the next day, which is just less thoughts now. And if you have no thoughts, it's just going to be easier to fall asleep because your brain's, you know, not awake or not as awake. If all else fails, all those tips, those great tips from a sleep expert, fail, then do deep breaths and just focus on them. Like, pretty much meditate. But so you'll be laying down, right? You want to go fast in, so, and slow out. So pretty much have your exhales longer than your inhales. And what this pretty much does is just lowers your heart rate. So a lot of people do this before they like hold their breath for a long time because it lowers the heart rate. So you just need less oxygen, I guess. But it'll help you fall asleep too and relax your muscles. But that's pretty much it. I do recommend the Sleep Cycle app, but you don't have to use that. It isn't a sponsor or anything. But yeah, I mean, try these tips. Sleep is really important. Yeah. See ya.